Colony's doing well. That's nice. Yeah, the world just seems to be a bit shit right now, geopolitically speaking. However, so I do a pumpkin. Also, good to note that the focus effect applies when the rifle is not drawn. I checked my going the wrong way. I checked the. I think it's faster this. Wait, is it? No, it'll be faster this way. I checked the internet and my manuscript collection. Yeah, it's way faster to go this way. What is this? What? What? The. Why does. Why are there father dolls all over the map? What? I think it's balked. These are where there's well, I mean certainly here and here there were fairy tales, so that's where I've used it. But I don't know why it's showing up on the map. Anyway, yeah. So I checked the internet, and I'll have to check that one. And my collection of manuscript pages, and I have in fact found all of the manuscript pages up to this point in the game. Mostly without the charm that gives you the collectibles as well, so that's pretty cool. The only two I missed were the one on the bridge in the nursing home and the one on the beach, which I don't think I would have gone to the beach, although I may have eventually found the one on the bridge. There we are. So we don't have to backtrack for those, so that's pretty cool. My plan is to get to the safe room up here. Ignore that darkness, it's fine. As is that one. And then save, and then see what that father doll's all about. Need to dodge spoilers to get back to work. Been doing so much manager work, my homework is backlogged now. Have Friday, we're popping in and out. Sure things, Guns. I appreciate you being here, even with the risk of spoilers. Okay, so it's basically just straight across now. Oh yeah, it's this path. That was an up at some point. Yep, what was that? I appreciate your streams even when you're lurking. Well, I appreciate that. I've just done the same thing. No, on the right path. I saved in case anything respawns and I have to, you know, do stuff. Oh. I guess the father doll spawns wherever you do the last nursery rhyme, and it'll spawn with the charm that that nursery rhyme gives you. So it can technically spawn in that location, it's just I've already picked it up. Okay, that's a bit janky, and they'll probably fix that at some point, maybe, but I'm glad we solved that. And hi, Tor, how you doing? So, anytime we see Father Doll on the map chat, we can ignore it. I can't pick it up because I've already collected it. I haven't missed anything. I think it's this way, right? To the lodge? Yeah. Let's go for a nice, sedate jog in the Pacific Northwest. Nothing bad at all is going to happen. A bit sick, but all good really. Just got a cold. How you doing? I'm tired, demoralized, and desperate for attention. No, I'm just tired and demoralized from streaming not really going anywhere in 3 freaking years. Sorry to hear that you're ill, though. Speaking of, related, I guess. When's good to give you your coat back? Should probably figure that out. Okay. I didn't know if I'd be able to open that gate from this side. I can't. I have to go through the lodge. It's no big deal. That deputy has been there since the raid. House tomorrow before like 6 or Sunday all day, so pretty much whenever. That's fair. I think I have your phone number, so I could drop you a WhatsApp message before we set out, but I'll let Angel know. Right, so there is... I know there's stuff in the lodge I've missed. I can't currently pick it up. There's a container here that I can't access yet? Question mark? Truthfully, I'd kind of rather be playing anything else. Oh, sorry. I'd rather be playing a couple of other things. That looks like a battery thing from Control. The power cells. But we're here playing this, so... And I do want to finish it. I'm not vibing it today.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Thank you for reminding me I need to equip my hunting rifle, my dude. I appreciate that.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
It hasn't changed since we were together, so you should have it. Yeah, well, that's mostly why I didn't message you about... here we are, the Pacific Northwest. So I didn't message you about it last weekend. Messaged you last week and on WhatsApp because I wasn't sure if your number had changed. Return 6. Scratch. Okay.
Power's out. Always a good sign.
Yeah. Always a good sign. Bloody footprints. Always a better sign. You know what? The hunting rifle is the better play here, technically, I guess, because of the... Oh, that's the toilet paper thing. You know, because of the damage output.
Inside.
I don't think I have... No. But...
Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake?
The shot...
Door's locked, though.
You finished, Saga? The shotgun is traditionally the close-range weapon, so I'm thinking that's probably what I should use in this instance.
Anyone here?
I'm here. In the closet.
Estevez? Oh, you don't look great.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Oh, it's Janina
Anderson?
Gavinkar?
Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help.
She does talk a lot.
Listen, there is a person out there
Sporadically.
with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you
A
don't...
Taken. Yeah. I'll handle it.
Oh, was that it? That was a really abrupt end to the conversation. Okay. Cool, I guess. Just like...
You! Let! Logan! Ground! We're about it! She wasn't ready!
Oops.
You
Gotta
got
move.
Logan Brown!
I'll handle it. Now be quiet in your cupboard. Yeah, Estevez, just focus on dying quietly. I've got this.
All clear, Estevez.
He's dead.
That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse.
Do you want the other one to match?
But thanks for saving the rest of me.
I'll do it.
We should talk.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
He's alive, but we took him to the morgue anyway.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
The Shadow, the Hiss. What's the enemy in Control 2 going to be called? The Glitter?
Where is Wake?
For real, that'd be cool.
I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Back into the morgue, huh? Fantastic.
But first, this door. Oh, a pump action, you say? Ah, I need the code. Dang it. Emergency incident report. The Lake House Research Facility WA03 at Cauldron Lake, Washington has been compromised. Cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Doctors Marmont, heads of operations at the Lake House. Reminder, the Lake House being the DLC, one of the two, I think it's the second of the DLC planned DLC drops? I don't know how you phrase that sentence. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE in the area, requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The Division's department has no knowledge of the Lake House's recent research or projects due to worsening communication and cooperation since HQ went dark, which is the events of Control, and it hasn't opened since then. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Refer to file 92 33 32 15 for full incident report. With the oldest house going dark for, what is it, like 4 years? Longer, maybe? How many duplicates of file numbers do you think they'll have in this bureaucratically driven organization? Research proposal regarding Alan Wake and cult connections. Summary. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. Sorry, I over-enunciated federal. I do not know why. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, and considered his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there is no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence, and would like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See file 1454-5326 for the full proposal. Memory Loss, The Battle to Regain Your Mind, author L. Temp. A Revolution for the Brain, Experience of Time and Other Neuroscience Breakthroughs, author P.R. Essay. UFO Myth and Reality Part 3, Tricksters and Falsehoods, author Westmore. UFO Myth and Reality Part 2, Communion and Testimonies, author Batson. UFO Myth and Reality Part 1, Sightings Under the Lens, author Quincy. Don't forget, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. UFO maybe? Does that work? Two, three, four, five. Hang on, I need to write this down. I'll try UFO. It's got 3. So O equals 5, 6 is P, R is 7, S is 8, T is 9. So U would be 0. And F would be 6. Let's try 065, shall we? When I get back around there after having explored the room. I got back around there after having explored the room. Did I do that right? There's a couple, because it could be UFO, it could be the author initials. I'm still not. Anyway, let's try UFO. Let's just double check my working. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, P is 6, Q 7, R 8, S. I forgot Q last time, didn't I? R 8, S 9, T 0. U is 1. You fool. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Got to scoot for a worm meeting. Be back soon. Sure thing. Have as pleasant a meeting as possible. Okay, I don't think it's UFO. That's mildly annoying. What to do during a natural disaster? Panic. Nice question. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3 backwards, so maybe it's QBW. In that case, Q would be... Well, if O is 5, Q would be 7. B equals 2. And W equals TUVW3. Let's try 7, 2, 3. It was the author's initials. Right, my inventory. That's an issue. Well, I'm just going to go back to the lodge. It's going to drop everything off in the lodge. Clear out some space in my inventory. I'm going to see what's in the inventory in the lodge.
I can't leave here yet.
I can't.
Lots of work left to do.
But I want the shotgun. You don't understand, Saga. I want the shotgun. Oh boy. Okay. So the evidence room is the last cult stash, which will give me an... Well, that itself won't give me an extra upgrade, but the... It will get me into the Lighthouse in Watery, which has an upgrade, which will have the last upgrade, I believe, if I recall correctly. Is that a crossbow bolt? Yeah, sure is. Okay. Why does it say there's a save point in... Did I walk past the thermos? No. Okay. Oh boy, what do I get rid of in my inventory then, chat? I don't even know how many slots it needs. I wasn't aware there'd be another weapon, because I'm out of manuscript fragments. I guess discard that. Why can't I discard these? What? I guess because they're weapons, you can't get rid of them. Huh. Well, I am at full health right now, so if I heal with one of these to make myself actually at full health, discard the other. I've got a stack. I got plenty of those in my inventory.
I'm sure Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Okay, I can take this pump action. Cool. I guess we'll stick it there. If I go to the mine place, I assume it has upgrades. I just have no manuscript fragments to upgrade it with. Yeah, it sure does. Wow, okay. So you're supposed to know there's a gun right at the end of the game? Fantastic. I mean, I suppose its advantage over the sawn off is it just holds more shells. Presumably it fires faster. Is that floating flashlight again?
Do you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had Al Frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
That's the evidence room. Is this a functional save room? It is. Fantastic. Okay. What don't I... So much stuff in my inventory, good lord. I guess I'll put that in my inventory for now, in my storage for now, purely because this might work out better, but obviously the sawn off is the one that has all of the heals me on a kill, so I'll experiment with the pump action, but I'll probably end up going back to the sawn off at some point. I'll say I'm not going to take any healing with me because I'm just going into the evidence room. Oh, never mind. I picked up some healing. Right. I saw this earlier in the game. I was like, I'll come back for this when I've got bolt cutters, and I'm coming back for it. It's very dark, Saga. No one can see what's happening right now. Thank you for putting your torch away.
Another cult stash?
1, 4, 6 maybe? Number of lines in the shape in the drawing.
A key? That's new.
Beware the cult of the tree. Nope. Those I can take. That I can't. That I can't. That I can. But they'll be in my inventory. They'll be on my map. Sorry. Interesting. It's saying there are containers, but there aren't. Can take the handgun ammo. Yeah, apparently I'm looking right at a box I can open. But anyway. My inventory's full anyway, so I can't pick up anything else. I can't currently go back to the lighthouse and watery. Oh, I wonder if it shows like possible containers, things that could open. Oh, that's the water cooler. Regardless of whether or not they are an active container. Get that flare. Flare and a first aid kit.
Stay the fuck down!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in!
But slowly, I'm examining things. These are the best sections, chat. These are the horror sections. You know, handgun rounds in the first aid kit.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
Oh, it's
Stay put,
made a
Casey.
barricade.
I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so I can talk to Anderson. That's cool. Injury report. Subject, Alex Casey, FBI. Description of injury. 2218. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion. Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected but not confirmed. Physical wounds are minimal. Light abrasions. Possible mild concussion. 0730. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in the subject. Subject remains aware and coherent, a starkly different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional result unknown. Less severe exposure. Subject's resilience, intentionality on Shadow's part, requires further examination / testing.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your
Profiling.
end?
Yeah, it's a profiling prompt.
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead.
The best.
Found the clicker. And the cult.
And a dog.
But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now.
Sorry, chat, this is a work thing I need to reply to. Okay. Back to the game.
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it.
It's a very definite placement of the fuse. Time to profile Agent Alex Casey.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
I could have told you that without the profiling prompt. Anyway. Where am I going with this? Because I never actually saw the fuse box on my way in. Huh. Ah, found it.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay. Freed up some inventory space. Was that a
We're
waste?
coming down.
You are not on the road!
I mean, I can see you right there. You're not as invisible as you might think.
Stop
100 American small towns! Forecast promised rain!
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
You know what? Are the Sonos actually better? Because the pump action takes far too long to reload. Give me the Oh, I don't have the inventory space. I need to move something from my inventory. You know what? Let's take one of these. Why not? Let's take one of these. Move that up there. This is a very slow and laborious way of doing this, I apologize. Whoop, look. Like, yes, its rate of fire is faster. But it reloaded very slowly. I'm good to keep this on off. It also frees up an extra, frees up a slot in my inventory. Goes there. Just use these two. I know, I'll just use one for now. I don't know why I bothered taking them out of my inventory. Because there's plenty scattered around. Right. Then we do... That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted move. There we go. Right, go and save. And then I believe there's some supplies I can pick up. Was it a flashbang? And a rocket flare? First aid kit in the locker room. Don't need that crossbow bolt. We'll take the first aid kit though, because I suspect there's a boss fight coming up. Hey Harry, literally the only person in the department who is in today, so you're going to spend time watching you and getting paid by the government. Any questions? What is it like living that sweet, sweet life? Okay, now my inventory is full AF. The first thing I'll be discarding if I need space back, by the way, is the first aid kit. Now I have the old trusty sawn-off, which heals me on a kill. Should be fine. No, the Curse of the Babel. Coming by the boss fight? Oh yeah, there'll be a boss fight event pretty soon. Pretty sure. I'm expecting Scratch to be a boss very shortly.
Anderson, over here.
You realize, of course, that I just stole Sheriff Breaker's shotgun
Behind
and
the counter.
immediately put it in my storage.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
Is the FBC sending any help?
Welcome back to it.
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
Well, I mean, you are. You've got a bullet hole in your leg.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Kind of half in the fight.
What's going on?
Well, I had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
Remember the luck and probability chat? Remember how I brute forced that puzzle? Good times. Yeah, I read all this. Oh, it got dark real quick. That's cool. Who needs brains when brute? That is true. Like, I figured out most of it. Sorry, there's a Koskela Brothers ad. I'm trying to figure out where it is. I think I saw it was, like, you can only get it in one place, and you can miss that one place. So I'm just going to check. Oh, it's in chapter 8. So that'll be fine. Same as real life. Figure out half the puzzle and then brute force the rest. Yeah, it got dark real fast. It does that in this game.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
In fact, I'm
Rick
going...
will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge.
You tried to kill?
So I can kill him, that fucker!
Was Wake Scratch all along,
You come
chat?
to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been...
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious
Oh yeah,
leader.
Harry, the owl. It judges us.
Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Stop right there. Find the pump action shot. That's a bit delayed, but okay. Yeah, I'm working. I'm revising my suspicion to find all weapons for both characters. I need somebody with a human touch. Like, I was kind of wondering if Alan was Scratch, but I'm bumping that up to vaguely confident in that understanding of the narrative. You both tried to kill me. It was rude.
Need to find the key.
You don't happen to have the key on you, do you? Hidden by the trees. Find all cult stashes and lunchboxes. Oh, wait.
Saga, do you have it?
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's
Just
a
dropped his hot
child.
dog. It's all good.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
Yeah, this is Scratch.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! Get him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is! We've been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
R.I.P. Arco.
Yeah.
Hey, Scratch. Long time.
Shit. It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I
Like a
activate the
battery.
lights?
Oh,
How do I activate the lights?
there we go.
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
Oh, okay, Tor. So, Scratch is the final boss in Alan Wake's is the antagonist in the Alan Wake's American Nightmare. He is Alan's dog. Double. Can I? Yeah, I didn't think that would work on him. Oh, that was wrong. I don't know how to slow him down.
Need to activate those cubes.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know how to slow him down so I have the time to do that. I'm gonna die here because I don't understand the boss fight. Because I don't know how to slow him down long enough to do the thing the game wants me to do. Flashbang work?
Got one.
Got one. Immediate death. This is not how the story goes. No, it's not. But, rule of 3, anyone?
Don't fucking give it to him!
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
Got one.
2 more to go.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime
prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here. But you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
I mean, while I'm grateful for the rifle ammo, he doesn't appear to care about getting shot. Oh, it slows him down. Gotcha. Just have to shoot him in it.
Scratcher's here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
End of chapter. The drama. Oh, actually, while that plays out, is the review live yet? It is not live yet. So there we go. It was Scratch. Come up with a new plan. Talk to Casey, talk to Estevez. What an objective.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time.
There's the curse of Ari.
But I need you to tell me everything
boss
about the
fight.
cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
What a twist.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Doesn't mean he doesn't exist. That's just rude.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Jaakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yaku. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
They were stopping him from becoming Taken. Near Mercury ain't heard no scratch, and therefore we must shoot Alan because it can't be real. Well, that told me. That really did tell me. Thank you for clarifying, Aaron.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place.
Scratch did. Well,
Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
no, he did. Yes. Oh, sorry, Ari. Listen here, America, we ain't heard no scratch, and therefore we must shoot Alan because it can't be real. Yee-haw. It's the most sarcastic yee-haw I've ever delivered. Hopefully you approve.
I already took care of all this.
I do like the fact that it auto... They, actually, one of the updates to the game, made this a lot more, fluid. Like, they expanded what it takes care of for you. Get Wake out of FBC custody. What happened here? The cult taken. Wake is the priority. The station has been attacked. This isn't good. Wake better be alive. Wake status. Wake is trapped in cell block lockdown. Estevez, the FBC locked Wake in the holding cells. They believe he's associated with the dark presence somehow. Well, they're not wrong. Cell block door is locked. Hopefully Wake's safe in there. Need to get that door open. Cell block door. Need to power to disengage the locks. Fuse box in the basement. I'm missing something. Estevez, time to fix another fucking... Oh, we won't be able to open the cell block doors until the power's back on. Time to fix another fucking power outage. Fuse box in the basement of the station. Fuse box in the basement. Let's hope there's a fuse nearby. But I missed something, I guess? Wake attacked. Scratch tried to take the clicker. Has Scratch been pretending to be Wake this whole time? Where's the real Alan Wake? He's trapped in the dark place.
Yes. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Wake's in the dark place. Been there the entire time? Definitely there now. I assumed something strange was happening with time, but what if it's simpler than that? Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker. The goals were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are one and the same, or just a coincidence? Yeah, sure, Ari, go ahead. Aren't we on the dark place, Turf Island? Oof. Big oof there. Well, he immediately meets myself and Bubs. Yeah, Ari's in the dark place, but like the place the dark place is modeled after. Okay, so I had... There we go. Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Ilma, Nightingale was already taken. Cult's ritual would have stopped him, but he was interrupted. Nightingale's ritual was the only one interrupted. That's why he was the only taken among the cult's victims. No. It must contain an unironic yeehaw. Okay, chat. YouTube, I'm going to pause the... Oh, this is going to be a little awkward. I do what I did last time. I think I did this last time. I'll just download the highlight on Twitch, and we'll handle it that way. YouTube, I need to pause the recording. A story time has been redeemed. Do I have the storyboard? Nah, it's all good, Ari. I might forget. So I'm just going to pause the YouTube recording right here. I'm going to make a note of the timestamp, and then we're going to have some story time. Must contain an unironic yeehaw. Okay. YouTube, that's done. I am hoping that was what Ari wanted, but the adrenaline is quite high. Bravo, it was excellent. The attention to detail that you have even when improvising is excellent. Thank you. No worries. It's like it's my job. Back to the game. Oh, hang on. What was there? There was a thing, wasn't there? Why do they want to kill Wake? There we go. Very enjoyable, or not. Cult thinks Wake is responsible for the Taken. Believe killing him will stop this. Ilmo, the cult found Wake's pages inside Taken. Believed he was the cause. I can't exactly fault their logic here. Compliments to the chef. Thank you. Ilmo, he's never heard of Scratch. Where would that go? Nope. Is it working for someone? Yeah. Cult wasn't working for/with Scratch, with Wake or Scratch, operating on their own. Ilmo, he's never heard of Scratch. Cult of the Tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was to protect the community.
Keep trying.
Tell Ari how great she is. Okay. I need to check something. Please bear with me 1 second. I think it worked. I think I'm remembering correctly. I just need to check something very specific. Yep, thought so. Okay. I mean, this is not something worth pausing the YouTube recording for. YouTube, you get this too. But, Ari, I really admire your confidence and bravado, let's say. And to be fair, you are perfectly named. It is very lion-like. Oh, right. Cool goal. Duh. There we go. Cult of the Tree kills taken to protect Bright Falls and Watery. The Cult of the Tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was to protect the community. The cult's intentions were good, even if they weren't seeing the full picture. Case closed.
The Cult of the Tree is just the Koskela brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
Cult of the Tree was being run by the Koskela brothers, so they serve as a sort of neighborhood watch against the Taken, not the bad guys here. Which was meant to destroy the Taken, not create them. Confident because there isn't much going on between the ears, but I appreciate the compliment. You take that damn compliment. So Nightingale was taken from the start. The cult couldn't finish the job because they were interrupted. FBC file linking cult activity to Wake. It's possible Wake is connected to the cult, but if Scratch is identical to Wake, then this could refer to either of them. The FBC brought powerful light arrays to subdue the Taken. Okay.
The Dark Presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Bright light weakens the Dark Presence, can provide protection. Also, Ari, I would say you've got plenty going on between the ears. It's just very specialized. Ari casually admitting she's almost reached Zen. Is it true? Looks like the FBC is also aware of the Dark Presence weakness. Case closed.
That's all the stashes. These people were well prepared.
I think I've finally found all the cult stashes in the area. Sure were a lot of these scattered around. Oops. A stash inside the station. Is law enforcement involved? Who can I trust? Now, the problem with that comment is you can only get that after you've discovered that Mulligan and Thornton are involved in the cult. Because they're a boss fight. You have to... There is no way you avoid that conclusion. So it's just sitting in a random bathroom. Pretty random. right, I can't do anything with those.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
It's a cool touch. All of the bodies are covered by sheets now. Is there a Cookie Monster NPC in this game too? No? Oh, Ilmo. I got you. I got you. There's no... I mean, there was, I guess, Bert and Ernie. In Mulligan and Thornton. That's the holding... Oh, right, yeah, I can't get there, though, right now, can I? I don't have the key.
Need the key.
What are the odds Estevez gives me those keys? That key? However, can I get to Watery? I would...
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Koskela brothers locked up in there. I saw them go in earlier.
Oh dear. Probably got them for what happened to poor Mocha the Moose. Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Turns out moose don't like caffeine. You good there? Chat. I'm trying not to sing the point past the point of no return. It's very difficult, as I very much like that song.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskela knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskelas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Cool. So that's a handwritten edit about what they were doing with the light switch by Alan. Right, I would like to go to Watery, please. Yeah, the owl was slightly less judgy in that angle. There's one angle where it's fine, and there's one where it's judging you for all of your life choices. Also, for anyone who cares, Doctor Who was 60 yesterday. And if you don't care, I've told you anyway. It's a little dark. Masata?
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI, famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
Yeah, who'd be a writer? Mad Dog, indeed. I can't pet him again, unfortunately, but he's got my vote. Right, so obviously I am alternating between Alan and Saga after completing chapters. So once I've dealt with this collectible cleanup, I will be swapping back to Alan and the Dark Place. I just need to get to the lighthouse to finish up the cult storyline in terms of collectibles. Be cool and I won't shoot you in the face. Oh, you're right, Kiwi. Also, welcome. I don't think it's been this dark yet in the game. Have I gone too far? That's Coffee World. Behind me, apparently. Oh, here we go. Making my way to the lighthouse. As well, grab a save. Alan, a day's work. I caught that. Don't think I didn't. Yep, here it is. Lighthouse key. There's the inventory upgrade. And a manuscript page.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They'd been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
You know, as one does. Also, Kiwi, how you doing? Al, please, stop judging. Oh, I can take that. I mean, technically, oh, there's another page. I could take the propane. I'm just not sure I want to.
Ilmo Koskela jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Jacopi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
And that's how it found Mulligan and Thornton. The house is now called Yankovic. I don't make the rules. That's fair. We need, as I've said before, if I had the, the slots and the money for it, I would absolutely make a Yankovic emote. You know, I'll take these because I have the space, but I'm probably going to re-equip the crossbow.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Mirrors. Draw light from the main light thing. Satellite dish. Shadow monster. Light ray 3000. Generators. They were trying to weaponize the lighthouse. Weird Al Yankovic. I thought that was maybe where you were going. I didn't want to say it. In the hopes that it wasn't. That chair was a little attached. Suddenly enemies? Babble Rage. Look at Coffee Will. I think part of the problem I'm having with this... That's a rage flow through. Part of the problem I'm having is that the ambient sounds aren't quite loud enough to be tense. Like the creaking of the wood, of the trees, and like the wind blowing through the leaves and things of that nature. They don't make you tense. I mean, I could turn it up, but I think everything's at default. Oh, it's not. But I don't think that's really going to make much of a difference anyway. Why are you just standing here? Why did I just go through second puberty? We'll never know. Anyway, the good news is I have to walk past Merceta to get to Alan, so we'll do that, and then I'll take my wellness break. Who's a good doggo? Yes, you are. That's new, however. You've done this. Just so you know, Bridget, when I type your handle into my phone, the auto-type word immediately suggests boo. Do I pick up the crossbow? I think I do. I think I do. I don't think I need this. You know, let's equip the first aid kit and use it, so I just get full health. A full heal, sorry. Please. I'm in a safe room, maybe? Right, I guess I'm gonna have to run all the way back to the bridge to heal, because the game won't let me heal at the minute. Yup. That's annoying. Just want the inventory space, that's all. That's all I want, chat. But because I'm in a hub area, I guess I can't use anything. Like a passive area, let's say. Just wait until prompt comes up. That should be good. I can discard these. And then we'll see how much more inventory space I need. Will it be a mistake carrying the rifle and the crossbow? Probably, but I get the crossbow bolts back. Need to run out to a roadside bridge in the dark at night to pop some aspirin? Yeah, pretty much. some things don't really make sense in this game. What do you think, chat? I'll leave this up to chat to decide while I take my wellness break. So something to be thinking about while I take my wellness break. I can clear room in my inventory for the crossbow. As you can see, I've got plenty of bolts for it, and there is a chance you get the bolts back. Or I can keep it as is, and it just means I have some inventory space for additional items that I find along the way. Enough about the game to have inside. Okay, so for context, obviously 5 inventory slots gives me access to pick up more consumables, flares, flashbangs, etc. The crossbow is fully upgraded, so it... Sorry, I have an upgrade on the crossbow where it will force rounds to home into it. So if I hit something in the head, for example, I can then swap to the shotgun and all of the pellets home to the head. There is a 50-50 chance, seemingly, that you get the crossbow bolts back as well. And I'd only have a full stack on me, so it would take up 4 of my 5 inventory slots. But that's the decision I'm toying with. I'm going to pause the video here, YouTube. Also just realised I don't need to make the decision right now because I'm going to be playing as Alan for the next chapter. To New York City, aka the Dark Place. Time to reenact a murder. NYC is kind of dark place sometimes, not gonna lie. That's fair. Okay, just overwrite the last save I made. Oh yes, we're in the flooded studio. Sure. My goal is currently talk to Mr. Dog. My game crashed. There was too much awesome that my game crashed. Telling myself get a Christmas card from last year. Oh, thanks, Bridget. Oh, I can't guarantee you'll get another one this year, but if you could message me, like, what you want me to write on the envelope, that would be grand. Please and thank. Okay, hopefully the game doesn't crash again. No, I'm locked in. If only there were another door.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Just going to assume that the person that Door is fond of is Saga. Zhang-An's an SCP, isn't he? No, but he may have used one in the typewriter. Yeah, the shadows. Oh, this door's open now. What was I going to say? Oh, messenger bags. I like messenger bags. As someone who has worn them, they're just most comfortable back there, Ari. Yes, obviously there's the concern someone's going to open it and take your stuff. But they are just most comfortable back there.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite. And Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
What an absolute king that RT is. Basement shortcut brings me out. Okay, cool. I don't want to go through his door. I love how much effort they've put into just making the light from the torch look like it's coming from a torch. Oh, right, I need to take the light from this area. I think. Maybe not. It is very pretty. Unfortunately, that's why its system requirements on PC are absolutely horrendous. End of pod. Wow, what a long pod. Cost of value of a top-end computer plus the game. Yeah, it's because of the way that they it renders things. I believe Remedy have put out a couple of blog posts about it. I think to clarify why, but I think it's, if I recall, that was the end of the part, unfortunately. So we can swap back to that. Yeah, if I recall correctly, it's because it uses mesh rendering, which makes it, you know, slightly more resource intensive than it might have been, but it makes it more reliable. Crash harding Skyrim modded with 1K mods though? Probably not, no. Probably not. Well, we got to see Artie, we got to see Alan. No, that went the wrong way out of the sector.
So, is everyone alright down there in Bright Falls?
I just don't know. There's a lot of good folk in that town. A lot of friendly folk.
And it used to be such a nice, quiet place too, like Watery, before certain people came to town.
I feel like that might have been a dig at me, so I'm just going to ask the obvious question here. Why are the two of you standing in the city hall, like community centre or whatever you want to call it, Watery Town Hall I think it's called, gossiping under this with only one light on? Anyway, oh, right, wrong side of the car. I need rifles. Yeah, sorry, Watery is a town, which I can only assume we only see a part of, because there's nowhere for people to actually live in Watery apart from the trailer park, and there aren't that many trailers there. Behind the masks. Complete chapter, masks. Okay. That was Alan Wake's chapter. Yeah, Alan Wake has chapters, Saga has parts. God, this game is so pretty.
Don't like all this chaos right before Deerfest. Maybe I should just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to my creation.
I'm sure
Don't
it'll
like
be
all this
fine.
chaos right before. What do you know? You're just an apprentice. You have no idea the pressures a professional like me is under.
But why is he in front of a sign that says Snoo Lab, chat? Snoo Lab. Northlight is a very pretty engine. Okay, so I can't do that. The Snowman is clearly... You know what? That's fair. I don't know what I was thinking. Police station's at the back. On the other side of the block. I believe there's a cut through somewhere.
I'm still seeing spots from those lights. What the heck was that about?
Can anybody see inside? Are they still there?
Every time something exciting happens in this town, I miss it. Darn it.
This one, thank you all for vibing here.
Spots from those lights.
I mentioned it before, but I am struggling with streamer morale, let's say. Particularly because this year's been good in terms of freelance work, but bad in terms of streaming schedules. Right.
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Which one pays better? Is better career advancement? Neither, particularly. Can't wait for this year to be over. Ari, please don't say that. 2024 will somehow be worse.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
We're going to drink that coffee in tandem as well. Unison as well. Never said 2024 was going to be better. I just want this shit show over with. That's fair. That's fair.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Thanks for the might there, Estevez.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
As in you married the same woman? And she's both of your ex-wives?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
That was good delivery of that roller coaster of emotions. I appreciate that. Also, Angel's back on her current crack of choice, video game wise. Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
"2024 is the year I no longer have to live like this, so it's going to be a step up for me in some way." I am happy to hear you say that, Bridget. Hopefully it is a large step up for you. If you want to talk more about it, I'm always happy to listen.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened.
Drowned.
After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case. If you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Did I read this? I did.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
That says something about you, Casey. Staff kitchen policy reminders from Sheriff Station admin to Sheriff Station team. Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Chat, I've never worked in an office. But, don't microwave fish. Oh, Paul and Shane, am I right, ladies? I know I've seen Rishi Sunak using a hammer. No, but I kind of want to. Please share that information, Byron. That might make my day so much better than it currently is. Important information. Mulligan owes me 20... Oh, admin to team. Mulligan owes me 20 bucks and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that amount plus interest and add it directly to my paycheck. Deputy Thornton. That's not really important information, is it? Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay, or I swear to God I'll sue. Reminder, the front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs, admin. DFS safety preparations from Officer Barbara Morgan to Sheriff Station team. Hey y'all. Missed the sync on DFS safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets in the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? Bob. Security measures. Officer James Cooper to Sheriff Station admin. I understand there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech, top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out. Officer Cooper. Uses the side of the hammer. It's what? I need to see this. As someone not particularly gifted with their hands, if you know what I'm saying, I at least know how to use a hammer and have hammered things before. Make of that what you will. I don't care at this point. I've been streaming for... who's Rishi Sunak? He's just the Prime Minister, Ari. NBD. Just the leader of the Conservative Party. Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location, Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer, Kieran Estevez, lead agent. KE, Mr. Wake. You've been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. AW. There's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. KE. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? AW. It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. KE. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? AW. I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? KE. Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. AW. You're not bleeping listening to me. KE, we're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? AW, beep, you. Let me the beep out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. Unelected by the people, also how some unelected by his own party prime minister. Yeehaw. Oh, was there anything else? No. There's something here to collect. Oh, it's that. It's just really hard to see.
Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
Report supplement regarding the Shadow. Summary. Through extensive interviews with the witnesses of AWE-35, additional details regarding the Shadow, A-10, have been discovered. Lest we forget, RT is A-1. Redacted and Redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual, contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file 3845-3, 1873 for full report.
The lake is a gateway to the Dark Place.
Deployment order. Urgent situation. At approximately 1900 hours on the 13th of September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A40. Is it A40 or A10? Of the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility, WA03, codename The Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 411B, has been approved for use in the field. Objective: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Oh, whoops.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Item classification request 194. Summary of findings. Description. Para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality. The change is being based on Redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for occurring AWEs in the area is difficult, because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold, or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman, RIP, after becoming a Redacted, have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a Redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. To the case board! Away! The clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
A light switch with supernatural powers must be used with art to amplify reality-changing effect. The FBC speculates that the clicker can only be used by a capable para-utilitarian, but the cult's been using it all along, so who knows? Okay, file on Cauldron Lake threshold to another reality. Wake's in the dark place. Cauldron Lake is the threshold to it.
No.
Dark Presence assumed the form of Barbara Jagger. So this isn't the first time the Dark Presence has stolen someone's form?
Okay. I need to know what information I can still trust.
Scratch pretended to be Wake, used us. For how long? The whole time? Can anything Wake said be trusted? The thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. This was never any Wake. It was Scratch the entire... There was never any Wake. It was Scratch the entire time. And then a thing on the clicker. According to the file, Wake has used the clicker to change reality before. Still can't use those. Does it go there? The cultists knew the clicker had power. They found it at Cauldron Lake. I think I said Cauldron Lake, but we'll ignore that.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your peace. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Nah, he was telling enough. He was giving you enough. Does this replay, by the way?
Wake told me the clicker would fix
I was
this.
nice paying attention.
But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your peace. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
I can say I'm a truthful guy. You are, Tor. You are. Okay, so there's still some things I'm missing. Very annoying. Like this one. Who knows where that is, or if I'll ever find it. Because the other two were just conversations with Estevez. So I assumed it would also... No, never mind. So either Scratch was simply, you know, mixing truth with lies, or he's also affected by the story somehow. Anyway.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power.
An oop.
We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
They believe it. The FBC identified the clicker as a paranatural item. They believe it has power.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake.
Clicker is
Thor
still
knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
still best option. Need Wake help to write endings / change reality. The FBC is confident that the clicker has power, but can that power help us or just Scratch? Back to Tor.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Gasp! Gasp!
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
How to rescue Wake. We'll try using clicker at Cauldron Lake to pull Wake out of Dark Place. The clicker can be used by anyone so long as the holder believes in the power of the art's message. Wake wrote the story, so I need him to change the ending, but I can use the clicker to change something else.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. Good.
Do you, though? Do you need to fix everything, quote, for good?
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end of... This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. Okay, that's awful to read. Thanks for that, Remedy. Does this lock me out of going back to Alan? I'm just checking. Please bear with me. So that was... Scratch. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through this, but I'm just waiting for things to load. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. When you take this trip to Cauldron Lake, you're unable to travel anywhere else or collect items in other places. Okay, so I guess I just go back to Alan now and we do the rest of Alan's storyline. And then do the Last of Sagas. Cool. Not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
I will, don't worry. Apparently there's a new email on this computer.
An electrical lock system with no
There it
failsafe.
is.
Smart.
Read that on a different computer and the evidence didn't pop up, mind you. But that's the last bit of evidence for the cell block thing. With an electronic system like this, you'd think they'd at least have a backup generator. Oh well. I'm not terribly bothered about getting all the evidence, because that is largely just about looking in exactly the right spot. And I don't have that much, there's like the 100% thing. Like, it would be cool to get the 100%, but I don't think it's really tracked anywhere, apart from the collectibles, obviously. Can I? Anyway. So that's just the story. Pressing all of the wrong buttons. Why am I like this? I can't do anything with that yet. That's the current plot line. That's all finished. That's all finished. I don't think... I think, by and large, I'll have found like 99% of the stuff in the game if I do miss something. So I'm not too bothered if I don't find everything. It's just going to say find evidence, isn't it? It sure is. Talk to someone? There's no one left to talk to. What? In fact, may have locked myself out of that progress. This way. Out of that evidence, sorry. Gonna check if there's a list anywhere. Everyone's like, I've missed evidence in Watery, and it's all the nursery rhyme stuff, and it's not what I want to do. So I might have missed something, which would then let me use those documents. But if that's all it is, whatever. I'll be playing it again, no doubt, anyway. Sometimes I wish it would give me more information than simply find evidence. But as there's no one left to talk to in terms of conversation options, I assume I balked something along the way, or I just didn't find it.
It's empty.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew what we were signing up for.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know.
Oh, they're just looping.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew what we were signing up for.
I'll see if there's a list of like all the evidence at some point before next stream, or I'll try to remember to. Right. Well, as this is the point of no return, I guess we'll go back to Alan and do his story. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Because I'm missing a bunch of collectibles with Alan. Yeah. Or writer's journey. You know what? Let's just do that. Anyway. This way. Is it this way? There must be. There's no other way to go, you fool. Nope. It's not that way. That is not the way I need to go. Yep, that's the shoebox I need. Went the wrong way, chat, don't mind me. remember how to get down there. Ah! Oh. This opens. Bam! Where's the shoebox? Behind me. Guess I'll take the light back. Not that one. Splish, 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 splish. Oh, why can't I figure this out? That's not what I want. That's what I want. Please, game. I need that so I can get out here. Was I just not going far enough? I absolutely was not going far enough. That's on me. There's the
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Did I get in here again? Nope. Be gone! So I did see that there's a collectible that I can miss here. So I'll just get that while I'm thinking about it. Go to the workshop. The basement inside to make shoebox appear. Oh, there.
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. And I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's more words. Where do they go? Did I get the words? I recognize these words.
Yes, you ate the
words.
words.
This is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Alan Wake? That's a strange name. Hey, wait, that sounds like a character's name. I write that name up. I make that name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. I know the words. Say the words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Come to the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. lost the plot. I'll show you.
Literally lost the plot in this instance. Do I have... Where's the shoebox? Like, Saga has a full inventory, full storage. Alan? Less so. Significantly less so. It's got like 2 full jacket pockets. Yeah, pretty much.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Is that an echo?
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
Map me game. So I'm just looking for more echoes. That, I believe, is Sheriff Breaker. As is that one over there. There's another echo outside the ocean view.
Wake, I'm lost. I can't.
These shadows are possibly the devil's creation. They're so good as a tool of psychological horror. I'm trying to find the echo. There's the light.
His eyes couldn't follow it.
This is the story.
Okay. Didn't care about the shotgun, I guess. We good?
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Got incredibly platonic there, Casey. I approve, I approve. Platonic philosophy is kind of interesting. Also, I belatedly realized that the shadows are attracted by the torch. That one's on me. I guess I'll take this one and we'll put that over there. think that was the only other echo. Vent the hotel. Don't mind me, just making my way. Time to talk with Thomas Zane.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
Yeah, it will. Boop. You gonna help this time, Thomas Zane?
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
It said play me on the reel.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head! Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar!
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when it finished, it took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
I told you not to try anything!
Guess we're going to the movies, chat. I guess Thomas Zane is also dead. That's a problem.
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing, beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
That's pretty good. It's pretty reason.
The fuck? I had a million questions about Zane.
You and me both.
But I had more pressing concerns.
Zane's film, Initiation 8.
I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
Can we get popcorn? Maybe. Maybe there'll be popcorn. I don't know where I am. Pretty sure this wasn't here originally. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Could be wrong, but I don't remember this happening Oh, hang on. No, I do. This is how I got into Zane's room the first time. Never mind. Ignore me. Went the wrong way. I thought I had. There's a lift somewhere. I just don't remember where the lift is. Not that. It's not that. Here it is. Boop. Boop. Right, I've just noticed the time, so I think I'm gonna make it back to the save room.
I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.
You know, where they've always been, clearly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just save and stop. Angel and I have a D&D game later, so I need to finish roughly on time. Bit shorter than usual. One, I started the stream later because of mental health things, and two, someone redeemed a story time, so I need to get that. That wasn't there before. So I need to get that, you know, downloaded and stuff. Thanks, Tor. Hopefully it'll be fun. This is an old friend and a member of this community, who, in fact, I believe joined this community during my original Alan Wake 1 playthrough. So that was pretty cool. For them, obviously. Being able to bask in my glory. Anyway, so I will hopefully... Why is that locked? Hopefully be back next week. I don't know when I'm streaming next week. It is Angel's birthday next week. And I... there's still something in the ocean view. I do have deadlines to meet as well. So I'll try to stream. But unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I will be able to stream. But obviously, I will communicate that on my Discord server, and we'll figure it out as we go. So I was just seeing if there's anything. Sheriff Breaker. Anyway. Yes, so I'm going to save again. I'm going to wish you all a very fond farewell, and YouTube, until next time, please do be safe. Please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all.